Hey guys, Chef Jason. On today's menu, we're gonna show you how to do a little bit of flank steak, hot and fast outside on my Traeger. We'll season this up, get it all ready to go, but I'll tell you what, wood-fired fun is delicious when it comes to flank steak. Let's get cooking. Now for ingredients today, we're starting off with a 2-pound choice flank steak and some of that Traeger Anything Rub. So let's dig in here. We're gonna do our prep first today. I want that rub to have a little bit of opportunity to soak in there and get some flavor going on that flank steak before we head out and get the Traeger fired up. So next up, we're gonna get into prep. Okay, so first thing we did was took it out of the fridge and then out of the package, and now we've let this rest here for about 15 minutes. Just gives it a chance to warm up a little bit. You can see that moisture on the surface, so that's why you don't see a binder. We're not gonna use a binder today. We're gonna let the rub soak into the meat and do its thing. Now we're using that Traeger Anything Rub, which is salt, pepper, garlic, spices, all of that good stuff. And we're just gonna go through here like we always say, you guys, season as light or as heavy as you prefer. So we'll go in here and get this set here. And I like to kind of pat it down just a little bit when I can. We'll let this sit for about 5 minutes here. Then we'll come in, flip it over, and do the same thing on the second side. All right, we let that rub soak in, and now it's time to flip it over, hit the second side, and we'll do the same thing. Just give it a light coat, or as I always say, as heavy or as light as you want. Now, when we're done, we are gonna let this sit, and we're gonna head out and get the Traeger fired up. And while the Traeger warms up, this will have a chance to absorb even more of that amazing flavor. Boom. First thing we're gonna do is make sure the Traeger's nice and clean. You can see we went through and cleaned the drip tray liner, got everything set, grill grates clean. Because we are cooking at 500 degrees today, we wanna make sure that the Traeger is nice and clean, giving us a better, more wonderful smoke flavor. Now we'll head over and get the Traeger fired up to that 500 degrees. We went through and made sure the Traeger was all cleaned, and then we filled it with the Smokey Woods pellets, and now we're gonna set today's cooking temperature at 500 degrees. We'll hit ignite, and we are good to go. Here we are right at 500 degrees. Now it's important to remember that once we hit 500, we are going to leave it at 500 for about 5 minutes to make sure everything gets hot. So the total heat up time, about 20 minutes. Now, we're gonna put that on. We are gonna shut it and let it go about 6 minutes per side, tracking for that medium doneness. I have my thermometer over there, so we are good to go. After 6 minutes on the first side, we'll go ahead and give that a flip, and we'll continue now for 6 minutes on the second side. Then we'll come back and check temp. Okay, here we are right after 12 minutes. So 6 minutes on each side. Let's get that probe in there, check our temperature. We are sitting at 125 degrees. So guess what? 6 minutes aside worked out perfect. Now we'll go ahead and get this off, and I'll see you in the kitchen after we rest it for 10 minutes. Okay, one of the reasons that we always rest is because you are gonna have a little carryover cooking. I just checked temperature, and it looked like we carried 6 degrees in that 10 minutes of rest. Now, let's dig in here and go for the reveal. Look at that. Guess what? That smells amazing, looks amazing, and if you don't like this doneness, a few minutes longer, maybe a minute each side, and you'll be able to cook it a little bit more. But this right here, for us, so perfect. There you have it. In 12 minutes, we have amazing hot and fast grilled flank steak on the Traeger. Now, you can use this for anything. Sandwiches, salads, fajitas, tacos, quesadillas, all of that. Flank steak really delivers a lot. Now, if you're looking for more amazing steak recipes for your Traeger, stay tuned because I made carne asada as well, and I've got that video coming up next. Now, boom.